test, 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 test. softball. After high school, she plans to go to cosmetology school. She'd also like to thank her family for always supporting her and always pushing her. I'd also like to thank all of her coaches for always understanding and pushing her to be a better student. Deanna Privos. Our next senior, Brooklyn Robinson. Brooklyn is escorted by her parents, Heather and Danny Robinson, her grandmother, Sue Henderson, and her family friend, biggest sports fan, April Hugler. Brooklyn is lettered in softball all 4 years of high school. First and foremost, she would like to thank the two most important people in her life, her parents. Thanks for making her not only the athlete she is today, but more importantly, the person. Thank you for loving me unconditionally through everything. She'd also like to thank her grandparents, Sue and Bill. Thank you for coming to as many events in my life as you possibly could, no matter how far away they were. She can't remember a time when you weren't there. Grandpa, thanks for always taking the best pictures and giving all the memories to look back on through the years. I can't wait to see all the amazing photos you've captured of me throughout high school, and I hope you're enjoying the higher vantage point. Next, I'd like to thank April for always being there for her and continuing to be her biggest supporter, even after becoming a mother. Thank you to all of our coaches, Coach Dietrich, Coach Blaze, Coach Hildreth, Coach Sizemore, and last but not definitely least, her dad, Danny Robinson, for shaping her into the softball player she is today, giving her so many opportunities and helping her fall in love with this amazing sport. She's lucky to have had the chance to travel, compete, and experience in so many amazing things, including getting to play in the Women's College Softball World Series as an All-American. Couldn't have done it without you all. And last but not least, would like to thank a few who stood by me and treated me like a person even through her hardest times. You'll never truly understand how much that means to me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Brooklyn Robinson. Thank you, seniors, for both teams. We got a great matchup today. Sit back, enjoy some wonderful softball. Go Braves!
And good afternoon and welcome to Thanks High School for today's final regular season home game of the season. The OSAA requests that you help create an environment of safety, tolerance, acceptance, and respect. We call it being a star. Show your enthusiasm, show your spirit, and show respect as well. Show our students a supportive atmosphere in which they can be their best. And they might just show you greatness. Also, please show today's umpires respect as well. Now let's meet the lineups for the starters for the Scapoose Indians. Number 12, starting at shortstop, Sophia Boyd. Number 3 at third base, batting second, Ellie Casey. Starting pitcher hitting third, number 1, Sage Casey. Batting fourth, cleanup right fielder, number 5, Kayla Brainerd. Batting fifth, catcher, number 14, Ava Freeman. Batting sixth, playing in center field, number 2, Lux Johnson. Batting seventh, number 11, playing in left field, Emily Greiner. Batting eighth at first base, number 10, Audrey Nowlin. And batting ninth at second base, number 6, Kenna Hove. Now let's meet the starters for today's home team, the Banks Braves. Number 14, leading off, second baseman Naomi Brown. Starting catcher, number 1, batting second, Addie Kennedy. At shortstop, number 77, Sydney Phillips. Playing at third base, hitting cleanup number 9, Chloe Long. Batting fifth in left field, number 2, Brooklyn Robinson. Number 5, designated player, Maddie Turner. At first base, number 37, Sawyer Peters. Playing in right field, batting eighth, number 6, Natalie Potter. And batting ninth, number 21, center fielder, Michaela Prevost. Starting pitcher and flex position will be number 32, Emberly. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we get ready for today's national anthem. We'll have that up in just a moment. Good afternoon. We're just about set for the first pitch from Banks High School. Beautiful afternoon for softball. A few low clouds hanging around, just enough to keep temperatures comfortable. I don't think we'll see any rain. Number 1, just one loss. Vale, number 2, undefeated. Dayton, third, a team that beat the Braves earlier in the season. Yamhill Carlton, fourth, and Banks, fifth. Leading off for the Indians, number 12, shortstop Sophia Boyd. Scapoose, gray uniforms, orange Scapoose lettering, black numerals with orange trim, gray pants. Banks in their home navy blue uniforms, Braves in block white font, white numerals with Vegas gold trim, and already before the first pitch even, we have a couple of, I see, a couple of balls, just in case for foul balls out of play, by the gate to the diamond. Home plate umpire picks him up, and the first pitch is low and away in the dirt, almost in the dirt ball one. Pitch is foul, brings it up a bit off. Almost catches the outer part of the plate, but fouled out of play off the first base side. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Baseball in action tomorrow and Wednesday. A couple of makeup games, both on the road from last week. Tries to catch the right front corner of the plate, misses outside, 2-1. Banks still a chance. Banks baseball will advance to the state tournament, but 2 big games against Warrenton and Rainier. They're able to get a win against Warrenton. They could clinch league. A little tapper back to the circle, and throw to first is in time easily for out number 1. Batting second, number 3, third baseman Ellie Casey. Third baseman number 3, Ellie Casey, now batting with 1 out for the Indians. Defensively for the Braves, Emberly Richardson in the center circle. Pitch again outside, ball 1. Catching is Addie Kennedy at first base. Sawyer Peters. Second baseman, number 14, Naomi Brown. Shortstop, Sydney Phillips. Chloe Long at third base. Sweeps at the outside edge that time, 1-1. In the outfield for the Braves, left to right, Brooklyn Robinson in left. Center fielder, Michaela Prevost, and Natalie Potter in right field. The 1-1, nice off-speed pitch, swung on and comes up empty. Gets away from Addie, but 1-2 the count. And the base is empty. The 1-2, again tap foul. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little bit of wind. Moving things around out amongst the trees. On the outfield. Again, the 1-2 from Richardson, foul tipped. Oh, Addie would have been out number 2, but unable to catch it cleanly. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, the 1-2 from Richardson. Tries to bring it back in, waving at a pitch off the plate. Is able to foul it off, though. Still 1-2. And jammed her. Looked like it would have hit her, but check swing foul on kind of a swinging bunt. That pitch, I think, was more about just trying to not get hit. Still 1-2 the count. And just the second batter of the game, and a good battle from Ellie Casey for the Indians. About 10 pitches, I think, this at bat, and this is going to be grounded to short, throw to first. Nice clean play by Sid over to first for the 6-3 putout for out number 2. Starting pitcher number 1, Sage Casey. Scapoose defeated Banks in a pitcher's duel back in late April, 1-0 in Columbia County, trying to get revenge here at home in their final regular season game of the year. Banks, I'm not even going to go there. Banks will, I can almost guarantee it, being the 5th ranked team in the state, host a second round softball game probably next weekend. Goes down and gets one way out in front of the pitch, just gets a piece of it, 0-2 the count. Richardson looking for one more strike to end the inning without a base runner. Go to strike 3 called on a pitch that catches the outside corner. No runs, no hits, no errors, and pitcher on pitcher, Sage Casey goes down looking for out number 3 after half an inning. Nobody left, no runs, no hits, no errors for the Indians in the top half. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning in just a moment.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748. And we're back, bottom of the first inning. No score between Banks and Scapoose. Leading off for the Braves, second baseman number 14, Naomi Brown. Leading off for the Braves, second baseman number 14, Naomi Brown. First pitch from Casey, strike on the inner half, down around the knees, 0-1. Banks is going to have any chance of winning this game. They got to have a incredible day from the defense, which is fouled high into the top of the back screen, 0-2. Sage Casey in great form during warm-ups. The 0-2 swung on and a little bit out in front of it on a pitch inside, pulls it foul off the third base side. Still a 2-strike count. Again, the 0-2 misses way outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Naomi, pop foul straight back out of play. Still 1-2. Track meet also going on. Right across the bus path. Up and away, maybe more up than outside, but the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And waved to the pitch up in the zone. Tough to lay off of with a 2-strike count, and out number 1 as Naomi Brown goes down swinging. Batting second, number 1, catcher Addie Kennedy. First pitch, strike 1. Pitch is fouled off, 0-2 the count. And swing and a miss, strike 3, Sage Casey. 2 straight strikeouts to open the game. Number 77, shortstop Sydney Phillips. No Brooklyn Evans, still out with an injury she suffered in practice a couple of weeks ago. Sage Casey jammed her. First pitch swinging, fouls it off to the left side on a slow roller 0-1. Resets the 0-1 pitch, taken high. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch swung on, and first pitch that is hit the outfield by either team, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And after one, no score as Sidney Phillips flies out to left to end the first. Banks and Scapoose scoreless after one. We'll be back in a moment.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Leading off the second inning for the Indians, number 5, right fielder Kayla Brainerd. First pitch for strike one to the Indians' right fielder. 0-1 the count. Richardson fires a slow roller to third. Kicks foul about 2/3, 3/4 of the way there. 0-2. Expected to hit a high of 83 by Wednesday or Thursday. Our high temperature for the next 10 days or so. Pitch just misses outside. 1-2. The 1-2 from Richardson, low in the dirt, trapped by Kennedy. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned Banks currently ranked 5th, and slim to 0 chance of moving up in the rankings even with a win. That one is low as well. Count is now full 3-2. Yamhill Carlton, the team directly above them, is at Salem Academy in a league contest. Dayton, same district as Yamhill Carlton, is hosting Harrisburg in a non-league contest. Pitch is fouled off at the plate. Bounces back to the screen. Still count is full 3-2 to the first hitter in the top of the second, Kayla Brainerd, Indians right fielder. Richardson again, the 3-2. Strike 3 called on a pitch on the inner half. Fooled her, she couldn't swing the bat, and out number 1 for Scapoose in the top of the second. Number 14, catcher Ava Freeman. It's just outside, maybe a little bit up, ball 1. 1 out in the top of the second, no base runners for either team. Last time these two teams met, it was a 1-0 pitcher's duel. The 1-0 from Richardson bounces well in front of the batter's box, 1-1, or 2-0. Walks are going to be huge, almost as big as a hit. Against these two defensive-minded teams, pitches up, ball 3. Top of the second, no score. Only one ball has even been hit out of the infield. Pitch taken on the knees on the outside. First strike 1, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one pitch, up and away for ball 4, and a 1-out base runner for Scapoose, the first of the game for either side. Number 2, center fielder Lux Johnson. I think we have a designated runner at first base for Scapoose. Can't tell who for Scapoose. Can't quite tell who that is. First pitch swung on, fouled out of play off the first base side, 0-1. Damser, but pulls a foul to the left side, 0-2. Might be Bailey Humbird, number 7 at first base. 0-2, swung on, grounded past the second baseman into center field. First hit of the game. Now the Indians are in business with a runner in scoring position with 2 aboard at first and second. Number 11, left fielder Emily Greiner. However, the designated runner is at second base for the Indians. Long hair, so kind of hard to read the number even from the back. Almost looks like number 1 from up here, but number 1 has already hit in the inning. That's the starting pitcher in the contest. That's number 1, Sage Casey. Grounded, slide to third. Chloe Long makes a great catch right on the spot. Throw to second will not be in time for the double play, but Scapoose now with 2 outs. Number 10, first baseman Audrey Nowlin. Pitch is up, ball 1. Pitch is in the dirt, trapped by Kennedy, 2-0 the count. And Richardson has already been behind the hitter earlier in the inning, 3-1. And that later turned into the runner at second, although not the hitter at the plate, as Caleb Brainerd pitch catches the outside edge that time for the first strike of the at-bat, 2-1. She had her first walk of the contest. The first strike of the at-bat did not come till ball 3. 2-1 from Richardson. Nice drop pitch late, 2-2 the count, looking for a big payoff pitch here with a runner at second and 2 outs. Two-two. just outside, ball 3. Third base is open. It's either going to be a walk to load the bases, a strike for out number 3, or if it's a base hit, it likely scores a runner from second, and it's pulled foul, left of third. A hit and a walk in the inning for Scapoose. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. 3-2 count to first baseman Audrey Nowlan. Richardson. Grounded to third, gets past. Gets past Chloe Long. That's going to score the first run of the game on the second hit for the Indians. Number 6, second baseman Kenna Hogue. Still runners at first and second. Still 2 outs, but a run in. Pitch is low. Kennedy able to keep it in front of her, ball 1. Strike 1 taken. Pitch about waist high. 1-1, 1-0 Scapoose. 2 hits and a walk. The 1-1 from Richardson. Little bit of a curveball that comes inside late. 1-2 the count after a swinging miss on a pitch high. And again, Richardson trying to get out of the inning, allowing just the 1 run. Late swing fouls it back into the screen. Still 1-2. Pitch is up, lob to the plate. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners aboard. First and second a run in after 2 base hits in the inning. Hogue steps out as Richardson looks down at her set of pitches to go with, and pitch misses high. Count is full. Richardson having all kinds of issues in the inning. Already given up one walk, had a chance to give up a couple others. One more miss here, the bases will be loaded. That one's going to be pulled foul, left of third. Still, the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1-0 Scapoose with 2 outs in the top of the second. Again, the 3-2, waved out and missed on a pitch that cuts back corner late. And after 1.5, it's now Scapoose 1, Banks nothing. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left. And Banks now trailing as we go to the bottom of the second inning.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland, 971-245-2500, or visit their website, housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
And we're back, bottom of the second, leading off for the Braves, third baseman Chloe Long. Leading off for the Braves, number 9, third baseman Chloe Long. And Chloe steps out. 3 sets. First pitch called strike, 0-1. Pitch is up high after she steps out and takes a couple practice switches, pitches, 1-1. Casey's pitch is fouled off well out of play. Off the first base side, 1-2. Braves have not had a base, did not have a base runner in the first inning. Jams are fouled off at the plate, still 1-2, and a pitch down and in. Steps back in the box, the 1-2 just outside, count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes against Sage Casey. Two. Pretty good fastball that time. Chloe able to get a piece of it and line it into the top of the screen. Count is still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and 4 straight set down by Sage Casey to open the contest for Scapoose. Number 2 left fielder, Brooklyn Robinson. First pitch is knuckled foul towards the first base coach's box, 0-1. Bunted back to the pitcher, throw to first is thrown away! And Brooklyn Robinson, the first base runner of the game for the Braves, with a reaches after a 1-out error from Sage Casey. And the tying runners in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Number 5, designated player Maddie Turner. Oh, wow. Broke back across the plate late, I guess. Looked way inside. Count called strike 1. The 0-1 from Sage Casey is upstairs. Throw to second, got away! And that's going to get into the center field. Throw to third is high! And they're going to keep her there. Oh, they're going to award her home plate on the overthrow, and we're tied at 1. Scapoose coming apart defensively with 2 errors. Actually, 3 errors in the inning. First on Sage Casey and then 2 errors on the same play. It's now tied at 1. Ball. 1-2 to Maddie Turner. Grounded to first. And the race to the bag is won by Audrey Nowlin, the first baseman for Scapoose, for out number 2. Number 37, first baseman Sawyer Peters. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. I think it was a check swing. They ruled she went after a quick check to the infield umpire. Pitch is grounded off to the right side, 0-2. Just gets a piece of it fouled straight back. Still 0-2. Strike three called and the inning, but despite no hits in the inning, the Braves are able to tie it after 3 errors in the inning by Scapoose. The first on a bunt back to the pitcher, and after 2, we're tied at 1. Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141. Back to the top of the order for the Indians, number 12, shortstop Sophia Bloyd. First pitch from Richardson, popped, foul, catchable, and making the catch just beyond the first base hitter's box is Sawyer Peters for out number 1, or first base coach's box. 1 pitch, 1 away for the Indians. Third baseman number 3, Ellie Casey. Which is low, as it looked like it started inside, but would have been across the plate if it had came up. Pitch has started high, dropped late for a strike over the outer half, 1-1. Slap to short, got to hurry the throw. It's in time, looked high, but nice play by Sydney Phillips at shortstop for out number 2. Sage Casey's second at bat. No run, or 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for Scapoose. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for Scapoose. No runs, or 1 run, no hits, no errors for the Braves. Pitches inside, out in front of it, lifted straight back out of play. Two outs, 1-1 tie in the top of the third. Banks and Scapoose. That's going to be diving, making the incredible catch. Didn't quite have to dive, but came racing in, almost somersaulted to make the catch. Able to get low enough in time to beat the ball to the spot. And Braves right fielder Natalie Potter making the grab for out number 3. Scapoose kept off the board in the top of the third. Go to the bottom of the half, tied at 1. Go to the bottom half, tied at 1.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Bottom of the 4th inning, leading out for the Braves. Number 6, Natalie Potter making an incredible grab in the top half. Leading out for the Braves in the bottom of the 3rd, making an incredible grab in the top half to end the top half of the 3rd, Natalie Potter. Bump back to the pitcher. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Braves not able to repeat the same thing that happened in the bottom of the 2nd that scored their first run. Number 21, center fielder Michaela Prevost. First pitch a called strike over the outer half, 0-1. Pitch is fouled off, 0-2. One tie. Scapoose and Banks, the 0-2. Just, I think, a little bit high. I think it did catch the outside part of the plate, but above the strike zone. 1-2. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Base is clear. Top of the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tied at 1. Pitch from Casey. Strike 3, dropped. Throw is high over the first baseman's head. Michaela Prevost, for all intensive purposes, should be out. Waited half a second before she realized the catcher dropped it. Gave the catcher even more time to get her out, and the catcher lobbed the throw to first well over her head, and that's the 4th error of the game from Scapoose. The Braves have the go-ahead run in scoring position at 2nd despite no hits in the game. 4 errors from Scapoose. Back to the top of the order for second baseman Naomi Brown. And that is going to go off the end of the bat handle for a foul ball that normally would have been a hit by pitch. That one is high, 1-1. Is swung on, fouled. Going to go off the backside of the top of the press box concession stand. 1-2. Runner at second. Go ahead run. 1 out. For out number 2. And Addie Kennedy back for her second time at the plate, with Michaela Prevost at second. Fastball on the inner half, swung on and comes up empty, 0-1. Strike two on a pitch about knee high. Again, inner half of the plate. Now Addie's got to get the bat off her shoulders with a 2-strike count. Pitch is up and away. They're going to look Naomi back to second. 1-2. Swung on and missed by Addie Kennedy, and the Braves get a runner into scoring position after having another runner reach after the 4th error of the game from Scapoose, but after 3, we're still tied. Banks 1, Scapoose 1. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, anytime is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. And we're back, top of the 4th inning, still tied at 1. Leading off for the Indians, number 5, right fielder Caleb Brainerd. Leading off for the Indians, number 5, right fielder Caleb Brainerd. Pitch is high for ball 1. This contest has the feel of an extra innings type affair, like a 2-1 or 3-2 contest. Pitch is taken for a strike at the knees, 1-1. Pitch is blown away in the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one from Richardson, up high, ball 3. I don't think she's been ahead of a hitter since the 1st inning. And another walk, the 2nd of the game, given up by Amberly Richardson, and this time it's a leadoff walk to open the 4th inning. Number 14, catcher Ava Freeman. And another miss high, ball 1, and 5 of the first 6 pitches of the 4th inning have been misses for Amberly Richardson. Outside, ball 2. And kind of expected there would be some visit to the circle. Addie Kennedy comes out, and if we have another walk given up by Amberly Richardson, we might see Braves head coach Pete Martinez also. Six balls, 1 strike thrown by Richardson in the top of the 4th. Nobody out and a runner at first after a leadoff walk. 1-1 tie. And that's going to roll halfway to the mound, and nice save by Naomi Brown as Sydney Phillips tried to come over and cover, glanced off her glove, and able to track it well. Naomi Brown right there on the spot. 3-0 the count. This is outside, ball 4. 8 of 9 pitches in the inning have missed the plate, and most of those have missed badly. And here comes Coach Pete. We are going to have a pitching change. Emberly Richardson will come out, and out of the dugout, it will be for the Braves, number 12, Adeline Stewart. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back in just a moment.
If you're on supplemental oxygen, heavy and awkward tanks can be a burden. Now you can leave home and leave the tanks behind with Inogen, portable oxygen therapy that moves with you.
With my Inogen, now I'm able to do the things that I've always loved. I just press the button here, and there's my oxygen.
American-designed and assembled Inogen systems are small and light. Our smallest model is less than 8 inches tall. That's about the height of a paperback book and weighs less than 3 pounds. It's tiny. Inogen systems deliver up to 12 hours of medical-grade oxygen on a single charge. With Inogen, you are free to leave the house without the hassle of an oxygen tank.
I could play golf again. I'm free again.
I go anywhere with this. Look how small it is.
Give us a call right now and talk to one of our highly trained oxygen specialists. We'll answer all your questions, and we'll send your free comprehensive guide to portable oxygen.
If you're on oxygen, you need to be using an Inogen.
Call 800-893-2067. That's 800-893-2067.
Top of the 4th, first pitch from Adeline Stewart is high, ball 1. New pitcher in the circle, and no difference. First pitch thrown high for ball 1. 9th ball of 10 pitches thrown in the top of the 4th. Swung on, grounded to third. Chloe Long will make the tag on the lead runner coming over from second for out number 1. Number 11, Emily Greiner, left fielder, batting with 1 out for the Indians. Rounded back up the middle, and the play at the plate under the glove of Kennedy, and Scapoose has regained the lead at 2-1. And runners at second and third, 1 out. First baseman number 10, Audrey Nowlin. Is up and away for ball 1. And that's going to hit her elbow, and that is not good. Heard a pop from up here, and she's in some pain. Now the bases are loaded as well with 1 out. And we're going to get a pinch runner at first base. Designated runner at first base, number 9, Grace Duncan. Now the Braves are going to be lucky to be down 1 run heading to the bottom of the 4th. And with the bases loaded and only 1 out, I'd say it's more likely they're going to be down at least 2 runs. And in a tight defensive game like this, you might as well double that advantage. With the way these two teams have limited each other at the plate offensively, scoring runs. Pitches outside, ball 1. Kenna Hogue, second baseman, bottom of the order for the Indians. 2-1. Scapoose, bases loaded, 1 out after 2 walks and a hit batter in the inning from the Braves. The 1-0 out in front of it, waved at a pitch that dropped late. 1-1. Right now, Scapoose with all the momentum, bases loaded, 1 out, and a 1-run lead. Low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one from Stewart, popped out of play off the first base side, 2-2. And now a big 2-strike count with the bases loaded and 1 out. Strikeout here would be ideal to avoid any kind of sacrifice situation. Two is up high, ball 3. Three-two pitch. Fouls it off the screen right in front of the game changer camera. Count remains full. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Kenna Hogue, the Indians' second baseman, batting with the bases loaded and 1 out. And drops back corner late, looked low. Out number 2 for Adeline Stewart with the strikeout. Bases are loaded. But now the Indians down to their final out in the 4th inning. Back to the top of the order, Sophia Bloyd. And a little bit of a dust up with the coach from Scapoose in the first base coach's box with the home plate umpire. Up for ball 1. He was unhappy about that last called third strike for out number 2. Badly outside, 2-0. Bases loaded, 2-0 count. 2-1 Scapoose in the top of the 4th, 2 outs. Pitch is swung on. And Oh, nice effort, but 2 runs are going to score. The throw to third will not be in time. It's a 2 RBI triple for Scapoose, and it's 4-1. So after 2 walks, a hit batter, their first hit of the inning, a 2 RBI triple, the Indians have now scored 3 runs in the top of the 4th and able to maybe conservatively speaking break it open with a 4-1 lead, but still a very defensive contest on a pitch outside from Adeline Stewart in a game that saw both teams struggle for runs through the first 3 innings. That pitch is going to bounce foul just up the first base side, barely out of the batter's box, 1-1. Next year, these 2 teams will be in the same league. Which is swung on, and that's ripped into the corner. That's going to get down for a base hit. All the way to the base of the wall, an RBI double, and it's 5-1 Indians. So 3 runs coming for Scapoose with 3 runs with 2 outs. 4 in the inning, and that pitch misses badly outside. And pitcher Sage Casey now with a 4-run advantage, trying to help her own cause even more. Runner at second, pitch is swung on and lifted to left. And making the catch finally to end the inning for the Braves is the left fielder, Brooklyn Robinson. But the damage has been done, and it's a pretty big mountain to climb. Scapoose 4 runs in the top of the 4th. Now the Indians 5 and the Braves 1. Should be 5-1. 6? Okay. Okay. So 5 runs in the inning for Scapoose.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dakin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCB number 239855.
First pitch swinging. That's going to drop into shallow center for a first hit of the game for the Braves. First pitch swinging from shortstop Sidney Phillips. Now batting Chloe Long with a runner aboard. Pitch is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Freeman, 0-1. Oh, high strike. 0-2 the count. Swung on and missed on a pitch up above the letters that I think normally would have been ball 3, but got a swing after the previous pitch that appeared to be high, and ball 1 was also called strike 2. And 1 out for the Braves in the top of the 4th with a runner at first. And working quickly, Sage Casey, first pitch to Brooklyn Robinson is fouled straight back, 0-1. Chop to third, throw to first, runner advances to second, 2 outs. That will move Sidney Phillips into scoring position for number 5 for the Braves. Matty Turner, designated player. But inside, first pitch swinging, just gets a piece of it straight back, 0-1. Get 1 pitch, strike 2 on a sweeper on the outside edge, 0-2. And swings at a high pitch out of the zone, and out number 3. The Braves do get their first base hit of the game after a bloop single to center from Sidney Phillips. She moves over to second on a sacrifice, but unable to score. And after 4, Banks still down by 5 runs.
I'm Terry the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because Bugging Out Pest Solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Bugging Out Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at buggingoutpest.com, or visit buggingoutpest.com.
Leading off the 5th for Scapoose, right fielder Kayla Brainerd. Pitch almost looked like he called strike before the pitch had even reached Kennedy's glove. 0-1 the count. Kayla Brainerd, the cleanup hitter, leading off the 5th inning, away inside. Able to dance out of the way of the pitch low. Otherwise, she would have been hit 1-1. Strike 2, catches the right front corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kayla Brainerd, right fielder for the Indians. Stewart looks down at her left arm. And that's going to be slapped back up the middle for a leadoff single for Kayla Brainerd. Number 14, catcher Ava Freeman with the runner aboard and already a 5-run lead as we've reached the second half of the contest. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Throw to second is in time. To first, not in time. I think if Throw had been able to get there cleanly, I think it would have been out number 2, but it took a hop into the glove of Sawyer Peters at first base. 1 out. And again, a designated runner at first base for the Indians. Pitch is up for ball 1. Top of the 5th inning, Banks trailing 6-1. Tie 2-0. And Jamder Kennedy makes the catch for out number 2. Runner will stay put at first base. Number 11, Emily Greiner, left fielder. First pitch swinging, line foul. Almost able to make the catch sliding. Brooklyn Robinson about halfway between the line and the fence. Down towards the left field corner, 0-1. Braves will have 3 innings to try to make at least 5 runs up. Slapped foul. Left to third, 0-2. Strike count. Waves at a bad pitch. Way outside for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Banks keeping it to a 5-run deficit for the time being. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Banks trailing 6-1.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
First pitch fouled off the first base side, well out of play. Strike called, 0-2. Swung on and missed, out number 1. Now batting number 6, Natalie Potter, who made a great catch in right field back in the top of the third. First pitch is up and away, ball 1. Check swing foul. To the right side of the screen, 0-2, or 1-1. One ball, one strike. Pitch is bunted foul in front of the plate, caught. If it hit, it probably would have bounced back behind the plate foul, but it's caught on the fly for out number 2. And number 21, center fielder Michaela Prevost. Kiana recognized as team manager, as one of 2 seniors on the team. Brooklyn Robinson the other. Pitch is taken for strike 1. Banks bats have pretty much been silenced, all for that of Sydney Phillips with a bloop single to center. Out in front of it, fouls it in front of the plate as it kicks foul and rolls all the way to the back. 0-2. Well outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And high fastball on the inner part of the plate, swung on and missed. For out number 3, no runs, no hits, no errors. Again, Sage Casey pitching a gem for the Indians, despite giving up a run, but not much help from her defense. 4 errors over the second and third innings, allowing the 1 run for Banks. We'll be back with the top of the 6th.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Top of the sixth, the runners at first and second as we come back from break. Pitch is going to be lined to left field, throw to second. Going to get away, but not far enough to allow the runners to advance. Top of the sixth inning, 1 out for Scapoose. After the fly ball to Brooklyn Robinson in left field. Which Madeline Stewart popped to shallow left and making the catch. Michaela Prevost cuts it off in front of Brooklyn Robinson, but out number 2. Number 1, Sage Casey, after Ellie Casey flies out to left. Foul tipped into the glove of Kennedy for strike 1. The 1 pitch up and away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch, jammed her out in front of it. Well, foul over towards I guess now one of the Little League fields. It's been a number of years since Banks has had a JV program. 1-2 the count. Time called. Something appeared to have made its way into the right field. 1-2 pitch well outside. Count back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Each team with a run in the second, but Scapoose 4 in the top of the 4th. Again, jammed her. But able to foul it into the top of the screen. Count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch, slap past the shortstop, and that's going to bring in another run all the way to the fence. And a stand-up triple. No throw. The throw to third late at 7-1, Scapoose. Sage Casey helping her own cause with a shot to center field. Time has been called by the Indians. We may have a change with the next hitter. And Jamser lines it to first. Sawyer Peters makes the catch, but the Indians tack on another run after an RBI triple from Sage Casey, helping her own cause. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. It's now the Indians 7 and the Braves 1. Okay. Apparently 2 runs scored on that last triple. Bottom of the sixth inning, Indians now with an 8-1 lead. Leading off the bottom of the sixth, top of the order, number 14, second baseman Naomi Brown. First pitch taken for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Pitch just misses outside, 1-1 strike. And Naomi with a loose wheel. She's going to get it. The lug nuts put back on. Steps back in the box with a 1-1 count. Braves trailing 8-1 in the top of the sixth. Pitch is fouled back out of play, 1-2. Pitch is low, 2-2 strikes. Thanks 1 run on 1 hit, and their 1 hit came after they had scored their 1 run. 1 run scored on 3 errors in the bottom of the second. Pitch is ripped foul, but a lot of velocity on that foul ball from Naomi Brown. 2-2 the count. Is upstairs, count is full, 3-2. Pitch is ripped foul again. Oh, it's caught right to the third baseman. Number 1, catcher Addie Kennedy. First pitch swinging empty. The 1 pitch just misses inside, 1-1. 1-1 pitch, high, 2-1. Line to left field into the corner, foul. 2-2, 1 out, 2. Addie Kennedy, Braves catcher. Thanks going back to 4A next year for the new 4-year reclassification period. Strike 3 called. Out number 2. Sage Casey lights out, allowing just one run on one base hit. Four errors from the Scapoose defense in the second and third innings. Pitches down and in, ball one. Which is nearly caught foul territory by the third base coach's box. 1-1. One pitches high. Could have been called a high strike up around the letters, but far up in the strike zone for this umpire's liking. The 2-1 pitch swung on. Second base hit of the game for Sydney Phillips. Both of the Braves hits coming from her. And now Chloe Long with a chance to drive in a run. First pitch swing, knuckles it straight back. Oh and 1. Softball buddy night. It's outside, 1-1. One pitch swung on and knuckled back to the pitcher for out number 3. Sydney Phillips gets her second hit of the game. The only person doing much offensively for the Braves, but she's left stranded at first after 6. Braves down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 7.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Top of the 7th inning, Banks will be trailing by at least 7 runs when we go to the bottom of the 7th. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Indians, catcher number 14, Ava Freeman. Way inside, nearly even threw that one out of the left side of the batter's box. Ball 1. Is high, 1 ball or 2-0. Drop pitch took some off it as it came across the plate. 2-1. Way inside, ball 3. And that's going to be lifted to left field, all the way to the fence over the head of Sidney Phillips for a leadoff double. And we're going to have a visit to the mound. Or a visit to the circle, I should say, from Pete Martinez. And we're going to go back to Emberly Richardson. Close it out for the Braves. We'll be back in 1 minute. New pitcher for the Braves. Back to the starting pitcher, number 32, Emberly Richardson.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we're back top of the 7th. New pitcher for the Braves, number 32. Starting pitcher, Emberly Richardson, replacing Adeline Stewart. New pitcher, same result. Line drive to third. Nobody covering first as the throw comes back into second base. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And an 8-1 lead for Scapoose in the top of the 7th. Bunch shown, pitches bounced in front of the plate. Throw back to second is thrown well short of the bag on purpose. Naomi Brown comes in to get it. Want to know the count? Drops late, ball 2. Here's Emily Griner, left fielder for Scapoose, pitches up and away, ball 3. And hopefully Banks can figure some things out inside the circle, because only 2 pitchers used today and both have struggled to find the plate. That time strike 1 taken, 3-1 the count. But that 5-run fourth, 2 walks, back-to-back walks, 9 out of the first 10 pitches in the inning missed the plate and a hit batter. Did not help the cause defensively for the Braves. Pitches chopped foul towards third. Count is full 3-2. Runners at second and third. Full count to Emily Griner. Waves at a pitch that would have been ball 4. Instead, it's out number 1 with 2 runners in scoring position. Second at bat for number 9, Grace Duncan. Came in as a designated runner earlier in the game. A little bit inside, ball one. Low as that one skips to the plate, 2-0. Low and away, ball three. First base is open. And slap back up the middle. 1 run will score. It's 9-1 Indians with 1 out, runners at the corners. Number 6, Kenna Hogue. Goes bunt. Pitch is outside. Throw to second is in time, but the run at third will score. 2 outs. Want to know the count? Waves at a pitch off the plate. 1-1. 10-1 Scapoose. 2 more runs in the top of the 7th. Pitch high. Swung on and missed. 1-2. One-two pitch. Slow grounder to second. Throw to first in time, barely, for out number 3. 2 more runs for Scapoose. Braves need to come up with 9 runs against a pretty good pitcher with only 3 outs to play with. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Indians 10, Banks 1.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Bottom of the 7th, leading off for the Braves. Left fielder open to start a big rally, Brooklyn Robinson. Left fielder number 2, Brooklyn Robinson. First pitch swinging, that's gonna, oh, nice catch. Over her shoulder by the second baseman into shallow right, robbing Brooklyn Robinson of a base hit. Number 5, designated player Maddie Turner with 1 out. First pitch swinging, lifted to right center field, ranging to her left, making the catch for out number 2. Braves down to their final out, Sawyer Peters. Bucks Johnson making the catch in center field that time. Braves first baseman Sawyer Peters, the final out for the Braves. Final chance for the Braves. First pitch, they called strike, 0-1. Misses outside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. Line to first, and that'll do it. Final score in 7 innings. Scapoose 10, Banks 1. Banks will have to wait and see where they will be seated. I believe seedings freeze either Thursday or sometime this weekend, and brackets will be revealed probably on Saturday. Final score, Scapoose 10, Banks 1. The Indians 5 runs in the top of the 4th to break it open. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Good night and God bless.